So this is a strange dream. I want to say this happened not too long ago. I want to say maybe in the past 2 weeks. So this was like I was watching like this family, right? So I wasn't in the dream. I was just like I was just watching what everything was going on. I don't know. This is in the dream, by the way. So I think it was like this family. There was this woman, and she was, I want to say she was like an elderly lady. I want to say maybe like in her 50s, something like that. But she like worked on her own, I believe, and she did stuff. I don't know what she was doing, but it's like she was like focused on her work or something like that, but she was like getting her stuff ready for work or something like that. And it was like about a family though, and they were in their house, and I saw the lady. I think she had a kid, maybe. I don't remember seeing the kid though, but I felt like, like she was a mom. And I know she was like married and she had like her husband, but I didn't really see him too much in the dream. I just remember mostly seeing like this lady, and seeing like what she was doing. And the thing about it was, or the crazy part about it is like, I don't remember much about it because it was just like, I don't know, it felt like regular stuff, I guess, people do at their house, like cleaning and eating and whatever it is, right? But like the thing I remember, or that stuck out about the dream and why like I remember and I don't forget, is that, so like I know that the lady was married, and so she was sleeping, right? And I'm looking on. I'm just like watching this. I don't know. And I'm looking down and I'm watching it all take place, right? So the lady's like sleeping, and I see this thing like at the end of the bed, okay? So it's one of those like plush comforters, like real soft and very warm. So that was like on her bed, and she was like laying there, right? And I see this thing just like go under. So I just see, I see like this thing going underneath like the comforter, but it looks like a figure of a person, right? Like a body. But then I'm just watching and I'm like, what the hell is going on? Because I don't understand what is taking place. So I see this thing just like underneath the comforter or the blanket, and it's just going, and then it's like going upwards towards her. And I'm just like, this is so creepy, because I'm like, who would do that? A person? That's just doesn't make sense, right? But at the same time, like the figure, it looks like a figure from a person. Like, I'm thinking like, okay, she's married and it's her husband or something, but I'm like, why would a person go underneath the blanket and go like that? Like, that's just, it's not right. So there was something eerie about it. So let me finish my story. So I see this like thing going underneath the blanket, and it's going upwards, and it's like going to lay down in the bed next to his wife or whatever. But then like it goes like towards her, right? And I'm just watching like shocked, because I don't really understand what's going on. And I'm just like, I think it cut off at that point, or I don't know if I woke up. But I know like the lady had her arms like up, and she was like sleeping. Like, I don't know how she was sleeping. She had like her arms like to the side or something like that. But then it gave me like the impression that it was her husband. But at the same time, I felt like that's just not like appropriate or human typical human behavior, you know? And so it just gave me the impression like it was trying to come off, like it was a human, so it was trying to pass off like it was her husband, possibly. But then at the same time, because of the behavior, the way it went, it like crept up underneath the blanket and then went towards her. I was like, okay, that's a sign right there that something's wrong, right? So it gave me the impression like it was possibly her husband, but then at the same time, it probably wasn't. So it was trying to pass off like it was human and it was someone that she knew, but probably wasn't. And it kind of freaked me out. And that was basically what I remember mostly of the dream, because it didn't feel like it was right. Okay? It didn't feel like something was right. And it was trying, the thing is though, it was trying to come off like it was human, like it was normal, like it was her husband. It was trying to come off like something that humans normally do, right? But it didn't. The actions that it took, going underneath and creeping up, like that's just not normal. That's just weird. That's creepy, to sneak underneath like the covers like that. And then it gave me a really weird, eerie feeling, because I felt like, okay, something's not right about this, right? And then I don't know, I felt like something about the eyes, like it just gave me a really bad feeling, because I felt like, okay, this thing, I don't think that's who I thought it was. Like I thought it was maybe her husband or something, but it was like going towards her, and like to sleep with her. But he was trying to like have relations with her or whatever. But then I was, again, like it gave me the creeps, because I knew something was off, and it was something about the eyes. I don't necessarily remember looking at the eyes, but I just felt like, okay, there's something weird about the eyes. Like there was like this light, or this just, I don't know, something weird about it. And I just like, I blocked it, like I didn't want to see it. And then I think that's when I woke up. But it creeped me out. So what it gave me the impression that this is definitely something that's trying to pass off as something it's not, okay? And I feel like there might be someone that might be deliberately doing this, or someone that unintentionally does not know that there is something going on internally within them. But at the same time, I feel like because there's so much talk and there's so much people like involved in, especially right now, as far as like the DMs and DFs lives, it's just so out of control how people are like stalking and gossiping, and so much people just like coming out of the woodworks. And I feel like, you have people from the past, you have I don't even know, maybe childhood friends that you no longer speak with. It could be past people, it could be people that you left behind a long time ago, co-workers, I don't know. But it feels personal, to be honest, because for something like that to happen, it has to be something personal, someone that you connect with personal, or somebody that one time you knew and had something personal with, and in my opinion, maybe there was like some kind of slight, or some kind of offense that took place, where maybe it was unintentional or it was intentional. But either way, I feel like it has to do with something, either someone doing this intentionally, trying to send this off to you, either through a dream. I feel like it's been maliciously being sent off. And I feel like the reason for it, and I'm going to explain, the reason for it is because some people may not know this, but when you connect with someone sexually, you are basically transferring a lot of energy. And your exchanging of energy is basically what this thing that was trying to come off, as human, her husband, was trying to do. So it's like what you would call these entities that are like lower dark entities. They're known by the names like succubus and, oh gosh, I don't know. There's other things, okay? But these things, they some people may have these things attached to them, and they may not know that, and they may, just think that they might have a sense that there's something there, but they may not know it, right? But it's that thing that is compulsing them or making them act in a certain way or do things that maybe normally they wouldn't do. And obviously this thing is seeking to drain someone or look to feed on someone's energy, because that's basically what it was trying to do. And I feel like it's either being done deliberately to someone, trying to cast that upon someone because they're trying to either infiltrate that person's energy, or it's someone's desire to have that done towards you. But I think it's a lot of it. I think it's because there's so many people, just a lot of energy being focused on the M's and the F's, and I feel like it's because all of a sudden you're being seen in a different way, where people used to see you in a different light, and all of a sudden it's just like the light bulb turned on, I guess, and they realized, oh, it's like they finally see you. I don't know. I think you always shined before, but for some reason in their minds, you were not meant to shine in their minds. But the world doesn't revolve around them. So we focus on ourselves, and we continue to be who we are regardless. And sometimes people may not want to accept things as they are, but we are who we are, and we stand as we are regardless of what others think. And when they finally come around and realize who we really are, not who they want us to be in their minds, or who they think we should be in their minds, maybe they'll realize who we truly are and see us for ourselves. And I think that's what's happening right now. But I think that because there's so many people watching and just stalking and stuff like that, it's some people are happy about it, others not. Especially if you have a lot of people that feel triggered by you, a lot of people that are not happy to see you where you are right now, because they wish that you would have been, I don't know, wherever they were wishing against you. But like I said, they don't have any control or any power over you. These people are not God, thank God. So they have no say in your life, right? And we continue to move forward and progress and keep focusing on ourselves, and we don't pay attention to those because they have no reason for us to be thinking about them, But these people are very, very interested in seeing what you're doing. And because of all this, it's triggering some people, And like I said, they're not really happy, and they're just wanting to see you not shine, And that's too bad for them, because regardless of what they think that you should be or what you should be doing, they don't have any rule over you. They don't have any power over you. You know, and you're going to be who you are at the end of the day and not who they want you to be. So you're here to do your mission, and you're going to continue doing your mission because you're not here to work for them. You know who you're working for, and you're going to continue working for the Almighty High, right? And that's what we're here doing. I mean, we're supposed to be not only working ourselves, focusing on bettering ourselves, overcoming issues, healing. We also have this light around us that draws others in regardless, right? So it's going to happen regardless of what others think or what others want us to be. It doesn't work because they don't want it to work. They're not in control over us or anything. So we know our purpose, we know why, and we're going to continue going on that path. And we know that it's about enlightening and bringing awareness, and others are going to be inspired regardless. Even those that love us, even those that hate us. Either way, they're going to be inspired by our actions or just simply watching what we do. Either way, we're going to change these people's lives, regardless if they like it or not, because that's what we're here to do. That's why we were put here on this earth. And we know that. So that's why we know when we stand in our truth, right? And so I feel like because of all of this, I think it's starting to seep maybe slightly in some of these brains of some of these people, because you got to remember, we're in the Aquarian age, but a lot of people, especially right now, they don't want that. They're trying to hold on to the last age of Pisces, right? Where it was dominated by the male ego and being stuck, right? And being dominated by the old tradition and being, ruled by the men and having the woman stuck hiding in the kitchen and having no say-so and focusing on just being there for the husband, and she has no rights, nothing, right? She's only there to bear children, basically, and cook and clean. But that's old news. That's not what the Aquarian age is about. We're here to enlighten, we're here to learn, we're here to grow, and we're here to spread knowledge. That's why we were sent here. So, yeah, regardless, it's going to happen, and it's happening right now. But a lot of them, they're stuck in that old way. Some of these are very stubborn, stern, prideful, male energies. They're very stuck in their pride, in their ego, in their way of thinking, in their way of being, because that's what they've known. That's where they come from. That's where what they've known, what they've been accustomed to, and they don't want to see the new come in. They don't believe in progressing, in progress, in progressive ideas, in elevating, in allowing things to elevate and to progress in a way where things may be better or change for the betterment of others, and not just the man, but also including the women. This is not saying that we should be taking out all the male energy. No, because it's about balance. But what is wrong or what's been wrong in the past age is the fact that in order for the man or the male ego to be on the top and to have control and power, it had to sacrifice the woman, the women, the mother, right? And they forget the woman are mothers. We birth regardless of what men want or dictate. If they didn't have the women, there would be no man, because women are mothers. They're the only ones that birth. We create. As much as they want to suffocate the woman energies and the woman, divine will to be balanced, it can't happen like that anymore. And that's what the Aquarius age is about. It's about bringing that awareness back and bringing that energy of the woman and giving it rise to come up and to elevate from where it's been. Because in the Pisces era, in order for the man to be at the top and to be elevated, it had to push down, way down on the feminine and distort it so that it could take top position. But that's crumbling. That's crumbling because that no longer works. That was a long time ago, and that no longer works. That's why you're seeing a lot of these old businesses, a lot of these old governments, institutions, what have you, they're crumbling because it no longer is where we are as a society. We're all growing, and if these things remain stuck in some type of old tradition, then they're going to get stuck and be phased out. And they're going to crumble down regardless, right? So it's not about shutting out the male, but it's about allowing the feminine to rise and to be heard and to be seen and to be who she's meant to be. Because like I said, women are creators, they are mothers, they birth, they create. And the way it's been, it's given a lot of authority, a lot of power to the wrong type, and it's led to a lot of corruption and a lot of governments, institutions, things like that being very off balance. And all of these, that's why they're no longer working, and so much has been brought down, and it no longer can continue to be what it was, because we're supposed to go into a different mindset and not be stuck in an old way of being, because we believe that that's right and that the man should have complete control or dictate a woman or dominate a woman or try to dominate others against their will. That's not going to work. And especially with the rise of the internet, which is also familiar with the Aquarian energy, everything spreads around the world fast through social media. And so knowledge is at our fingertips. Anything you want to know, you can look it up in your phone quick. And so people have the knowledge available. And people are aware of many things that in the past were hidden and were basically told that were lies, and we're aware. So that's why so much is not it's no longer working, because we now have that knowledge, and it's going to continue to go so, because a lot of things have been built up and set up in a foundation that's been unmatched. It's been unleveled. It's been corrupt, and people are not happy with that. They see through the lies. They see through the deception, the corruption. They're seeing all of that, right? And that's basically what's taking place. But anywho, yeah, I just wanted to talk real quickly about that, because about that dream. That's basically the only thing I could remember from that dream, but it was so eerie, because I knew like something was off about that thing, and like it was trying to pass off like it was human, and because I knew like I knew I seen that she was married, and that I saw her husband like maybe a few times in the dream, but it just didn't feel like it felt like it was trying to come off as being human, or trying to pass off like it was human, but it wasn't. So I just wanted to bring that up, because I feel like that might be something that may be happening, or like I said, someone, be careful with people conjuring up things and trying to deliberately sending that to you and things like that. But regardless, we're still protected, right? Because we're here on a mission, and we're protected anyways at all times. And we have our guardian angels, our archangels, our divine ancestors, our highest white light ancestors, and our spirit guides, and we have God that are protecting us each and every day at all times, during the day and night, watching over us. But continue to pray and continue to make sure that you're doing what you need to do to remain in a high vibration, especially at nighttime, because I feel like these people are trying to infiltrate things through nighttime state of dream. I think that's one of the messages I felt like I had to share, and that's one thing to be on the lookout for through dream state. So I hope this has been helpful, and make sure that you like, subscribe, comment, share. I appreciate you taking the time, and thanks so much.